Inline skating is one of the fastest growing leisure activities in recent years. In Europe, over 9 million people now skate regularly. Inline skaters are often in their 20s and 30s, and crucially, they tend to have a high level of disposable income. They'll spend 300 or even 400 euros on a pair of skates, which they might change again in 6 to 9 months. All of which means the market for skates is extremely healthy. The world market is now worth over $200 million, and it's growing by around 12% year on year. In this program, we'll be looking at one of the leading companies in this field, Blade Runners. In the 5 years since Blade Runners was started by Ben Mills, it's won a 17% share of the European market and has around 4% in the US. Until recently, it looked as if Blade Runners would become a major player and take the brand into clothing and other related areas. In recent months, though, Blade Runners has run into trouble. Let's find out why. So Ben, tell me about the problems you've experienced recently.
We need to get product to the dealers at certain specific times in the year, and it's not happening.
Why's that?
The way things work in this industry is that we create the product concept, and then we work out exactly what this involves. The width of the wheels, the size of the bearings, the design of the buckles, everything. And we give these specifications to the supplier.
And where's your supplier based?
Taiwan.
So they actually make the skates?
That's right. And in the past, everything's been fine. But recently, when a delivery arrives here, we do a 1% sample test on every container. If we find a fault, we do a 100% test. We look at every pair of skates in the consignment.
Does that happen often?
With recent consignments, yes. We've built our reputation on quality. We can't send out skates that aren't up to standard.
So you're saying it's a quality issue?
Yeah, and we just can't accept this.
That's Ben's side of the story. But of course, every story has two sides. So let's hear what his supplier has to say. Tommy Lee is the owner of a number of factories in Taiwan producing leisure goods for the American and European markets. He's also Ben's main supplier for Blade Runner skates. Ben's unhappy with the quality of recent deliveries. What's your view of this?
Look, if we made substandard goods, we wouldn't be successful. But we are successful. We work for some of the biggest brand names in the world, and they're very happy with our product.
So, are you saying there is no problem?
No. I accept that there may have been a slightly higher level of defects in Blade Runner products than normal.
So, what do you feel the problem is?
Perhaps Ben should look at some of his own recent decisions.
It's clear that there's more to this issue than meets the eye, and both Ben and Tommy have their own view of this problem. They've set up a video conference call. Let's see how it goes.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Well, I thought we should talk because I'm not satisfied with the product you've been sending recently.
When you say you're not satisfied, what do you mean?
There seems to be a real problem with the buckles on these last consignments.
Have I got this right? It's just the buckles we're talking about.
There are other quality issues, but yeah, the buckles are our main concern. They keep snapping open, and then they break. Look. This really isn't good enough.